When a depressed suburban family man offers a lift to a mysterious stranger, not knowing that his next 24 hours are going to be extremely dangerous. The story begins with John driving home, deeply upset. As he pulls up, Peter emerges from the house. John tells Peter he won't be able to pay him this month and might need some time. Peter, surprisingly understanding, says, "You don't have to worry about money. I am satisfied." After Peter leaves, John checks his mailbox, finding it overflowing with unpaid bills. He sighs, throws them in the dustbin, burdened by his many expenses. Inside the house, John calls for his wife, Joni, and their 2 children, but no one answers. He prepares a drink for himself. Suddenly, Joni and their children appear with a cake, surprising him for his birthday. John is startled, dropping his glass. He yells at them, though he doesn't mean to. Realizing his mistake, he quickly apologizes to everyone and sends the children inside. Joni then confronts him, acknowledging his debt worries but urging him not to take it out on the children. She asks what he plans to do about the debt. John looks away, and Joni deduces his thoughts. "Are you planning to sell the house?" John confirms he's considering it. Joni expresses her frustration, finding him difficult to understand, and leaves with the children. John goes to the backyard and sees that the swimming pool construction is unfinished. His doorbell rings. He opens it to find Richie, who claims his car has stalled outside. Richie asks John to help push start it. John agrees. Richie gets in the car, and John pushes. But as Richie presses the accelerator, a burst of fire erupts, burning John's feet. John screams in pain and falls. Richie emerges from the car, pulls a gun from the trunk, and advances. It becomes clear this was Richie's plan. He's a hitman sent to kill John. However, before Richie can shoot, he spots a little girl nearby. He hesitates, unwilling to kill John in front of a child. He then tells the injured John, "You've been very injured. Come to the hospital with me." John is reluctant but agrees. In the car, John apologizes to Richie for his outburst, blaming his burned foot, acknowledging it wasn't Richie's fault. Richie says it's okay. He asks John what he does for a living, then states that he works to buy and sell houses, but that there is a lot of corruption in it. Big people do whatever they want. Richie then accelerates, telling John how special and expensive his car is. A while later, they reach a gas station. Richie remarks to John, "I think you are enjoying. You are a good person, John. Looking at you, it seems that you have a beautiful wife and 2 children." John pauses, asking Richie how he knows his name and about his family. Richie claims John told him his name, and he guessed about his family because John lives in a good house. John dismisses these thoughts. The gas station attendant asks for payment. Richie offers a card, but the attendant asks for his ID. Richie gets angry. The attendant suggests he speak to the manager inside. Richie goes in. After a moment, John sees a commotion inside through the mirror. He also notices the man next to him has disappeared. John grows worried. Before he can react, Richie returns to the car. John asks what happened. Richie dismisses it. "Nothing. I made a payment and I left from there." As they drive, John tells Richie that they've passed the hospital. "Where are you taking me?" he asks. Richie remains silent for a moment. Then he tells John, "You are a good person. I want to have a drink with you." John declines, asking to be taken home. Richie, however, drives him to a bar and parks the car. John points out the no parking sign, but Richie casually says, "Don't worry about it. I will see whatever happens." John is bewildered by Richie's behavior and intentions. He leaves Richie and goes into a nearby shop, asking a woman if he can use her phone, explaining he forgot his wallet. She refuses. When John reaches for the phone, the woman grabs a stick. John retreats in fear. He desperately needs to call his wife, knowing she'll be worried. His car is at home, but he's missing. He goes into the next bar. As he enters, he bumps into a man holding a beer, spilling it all over him. They both look up, and John recognizes him. Trevor, a former colleague. Trevor begins to mock John about his financial problems, spreading lies. John ignores him and asks where the phone is. The man points. As John reaches for the phone, he glances at Richie. Richie says, "I said that you will run and come to me. I am not such a bad man." John replies, "I know that you are not such a bad man. I have met worse men than you. First is the woman who didn't even let me make a call so that I can talk to my wife. And the second is Trevor, with whom I used to work. He humiliated me in every way." John finally picks up the phone. His call connects, but he can't talk to his wife. He heads to the washroom, telling Richie, "I am very worried. Please leave me alone." After a while, when he comes out, he sees that Richie is gone. Trevor is also missing. He then sees a girl dancing. This is Tammy, who already knows John. She hugs him and asks, "What are you doing here?" John replies, "It's a long story. If you have a car, leave me at home." They both go outside. As Tammy opens her car door, they see the police approaching. Richie also appears from behind, holding the same stick the woman in the shop had, implying he killed her. Richie tells them, "I parked the car in the wrong place. They picked up my car and took it. Will you leave me at home?" John starts to leave, but Tammy says, "Why not? If you are John's friend, I will leave you at home." Richie gets in the car, but this time, John is driving. As they drive, Richie starts to tease Tammy. John tells him to stop. Then they see a truck rapidly approaching from behind. The truck driver intentionally bumps their car. John asks Richie, "What did you do that this man is following us?" Richie says, "Nothing. The woman who did not let you call. I just talked to her. But I talk in a different way." When the truck bumps them again, John stops his car in front of the truck and gets out to confront the driver. The truck driver emerges, holding a rod, and accuses John, "You killed my girlfriend. I will not leave you alive." But before he can act, Richie, now driving, speeds off, leaving the man behind. John and Tammy are both scared. John asks Tammy for her phone. She says it's in the car. Richie returns and says, "You guys come with me." John insists, "First I have to call the police. Tell me where the phone is." Richie says, "I don't know. Let's go ahead. We will call the police from somewhere." They drive further and see a petrol pump. 9 corpses lie there, all killed by Richie. 2 policemen, Frank and Letitia, are on the scene, with no evidence of who committed the murders. Letitia states they have to find someone. All 3 of them then reach a house. John goes to the door and starts yelling. When the door doesn't open, Richie kicks it in, and they enter. Inside, John sees a phone. He picks it up and tells Richie, "I am going to tell the truth." After picking up the phone, he hears a woman speaking to the police, asking to be saved. John asks her, "Are you policemen?" The voice says yes. John quickly says, "A man is going to die on the highway. He has had a very bad accident. Send an ambulance there quickly." Then the phone cuts out. After the call disconnects, John hears noise coming from the room in front. He realizes Richie cut the phone, and the woman's phone was in that same room. John confronts Richie, asking, "Is that woman alive?" Richie doesn't answer. As they exit, they see a boy with a gun. Before he can shoot, Richie grabs him, snatches the gun, and tells him, "Now I will leave you. Run straight from here. If you stand here, then your end will be the same as your grandmother's." The boy runs away. John moves towards Richie. Tammy steps in front of John and says, "You are trying to scare us." As soon as Richie hears this, he hits her on the head. Tammy falls down. John brings her inside to help her regain consciousness. After a while, she hears the sound of a police car. Hearing the sound, John tries to get up. Then Richie shoots him, warning, "If you make a sound again, I will kill you. Stay inside the house." Saying this, he goes out. After a while, John opens the window and throws Tammy out. He then tries to signal to the police, but Richie fires a shot. John hides. When he looks out again, he sees that Richie has also killed the police officers. As soon as he sees this, John jumps out of the window, goes to Tammy, and says, "I have an injury on my foot, but you can run faster than me. Run as fast as you can and go straight to the police." Tammy starts running, and John also runs after her. Meanwhile, Frank and Letitia arrive at John's house and tell Joni that her husband had called the police station, given his name, and explained what was happening near the highway. Letitia then adds, "Your husband was seen in a bar with a girl a while ago. Is his affair going on?" Joni gets angry and says, "I know what my husband can do and what he can't do. He has no affair with anyone. If he had an affair, then a while ago he would not have called from outside to talk to me." Letitia asks if anyone came to pick up her husband at home. Joni says no. Then Letitia points out, "What is your husband's car doing outside? His phone, wallet, everything is inside the house. Without all these things, why did he go out?" Joni replies, "I don't know anything." On the other hand, John walks a long distance and then sees a police car. He touches the car and sits in front of it. The police officer comes out. As soon as John sees his face, he realizes it's Richie. After killing the policeman, Richie has worn a uniform. Richie points a gun at John and says, "Don't try to run away again. You have to do what I say. If you do anything here and there, then this time I will open your head." After saying this, he puts the policeman's hat on John and tells him to start driving. Then the other policemen reach the house from where John had called. There they see 3 bodies, an old woman, a policeman, and the boy whom Richie had also chased away. On the other hand, we see Richie sitting behind John, who is driving. Richie looks at John. After a while, he asks, "Why are you so sad? What do you want?" John says, "I just want you to leave me and let me go home." Richie takes him out of the car and tells John, "Don't forget this. You promised me that you will make me dinner, and you will also introduce your wife, Joni." Hearing this, John is shocked. "How do you know my wife's name?" he asks. But Richie just laughs and leaves without answering. John runs after his car. John has reached the main road and is asking for help from all the cars to get home. Then the police spot him. They arrest him and take him to the police station. Frank questions him. "Wherever you have gone today, we have seen corpses there. Have you killed those people?" John says, "No, Richie has killed everyone. And if I don't get home soon, then he will kill my family too. If you don't believe me, then go and find Tammy." After a while, Letitia comes here and tells Frank, "I have found proof. I went to Joni to interrogate. A boy comes to his house whose name is Peter. He is working as a pool maker. Joni's affair is going on with him." On the other side, Richie is in a coffee shop. He sees a police car outside. He then kills everyone inside and leaves wearing police clothes. Tammy also arrives at the police station. Letitia goes to Frank after taking her statement. She tells him, "John is innocent. He didn't kill anyone. Let him go." Tammy has also given the same statement. They release John. While leaving, Frank tells John, "We have found 3 more corpses. One of them is Richie's. He was killed. But still, you take care of yourself." Now John starts coming out with Tammy. Then he sees Joni outside with their children. She looks at Tammy and asks, "What are you doing here?" Tammy says, "The police called me here so that I can help John." Joni thanks her and tells John to go home. While leaving, Frank sends 2 policemen with him for security until the matter is clear. At night, Richie comes to John's house. He is still alive. As soon as he enters, he kills both policemen. Then he rings the doorbell. When Joni looks outside, she sees a man in a police uniform. She opens the door. After coming inside, Richie starts asking questions one after another. After a while, Frank and Letitia reach the place where Richie's dead body was found. After seeing the policeman's face, they understand that this is not Richie. On the other hand, as soon as John comes inside the house and sees Richie, he gets scared and asks him, "What do you want?" Richie says, "You yourself said that you will call me for dinner, and now whatever you do, then I will kill your family with you." Now Joni understands that he is the hitman. She starts shouting at him. Then John calms her down and says, "He is our guest. We have to have dinner with him. Have dinner." Now all 3 are sitting for dinner. Richie tells John, "What do you think? Why I came to your door this morning?" John says, "I don't know." Then Richie tells Joni, "Will you tell me why I came here today? And why did you take the kids out at the same time? Why did you leave the back door open?" Hearing this, Joni gets angry and says, "Who are you? I am seeing you for the first time." Richie says, "I know, but the man you sent to me, he told me everything. That you want to kill your husband because you are having an affair with someone else. After you got him killed, you were going to take all his money and eat it with that man." He tells John, "This girl doesn't love you. She gave you a contract so that I can kill you. I was going to kill you, but after spending some time, I found out how much you care about your family, and this woman wants to get you killed." Hearing this, John gets angry and grabs Joni's neck. Just then, Joni picks up a knife to kill him, but John dodges it and snatches the knife from her. Then Richie tells him to kill this woman, but John can't kill her. He stops. Then Richie moves forward to kill Joni. Seeing this, John attacks Richie. These 2 fall out fighting, but now Richie can do anything. Before that, the police arrive and shoot Richie. They then interrogate John. After a while, they say, "We have to interrogate your wife. How did this man come here? Maybe she knew this hitman, and we think she called this hitman here to get you killed." John says, "I don't want you to interrogate my wife. Leave us alone." Then the police leave. After they leave, John sleeps with Joni. Joni asks, What do you think? Everything will be fine. John doesn't answer and goes to sleep. John wants Joni to keep thinking about this all her life, and this guilt keeps growing inside him, that she tried to get her husband killed. The film ends here.